I would never hit record without you, Mike. So don't worry about it.
I know, because you're not like that.
I wouldn't do that to a fellow potter.
Oh,
a fellow diver, and a fellow superhuman being.
Oh, a super earthling,
Super Earth-Indian. Yeah.
So have you been entertaining whilst I was away?
Yeah, I was like, every day I get news on my Helldiver news. So
yeah,
I was just seeing what was the latest. But I think we are on top of it with your links that you sent.
My links?
Yeah.
The links that I sent you?
Yes. Yes.
The series of links?
The series of links.
All right.
So
let's start
should
with...
we get started?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get started. I'm Delito. You're the Mike. Let's go.
And we're going.
Hurry up.
I've already gone.
Right. Why are you always preparing? Just go.
Well, I had to make my cup of liberty. I'll check out the mug too.
Oh, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, you lovely island.
The greatest people in the world are from.
Hell yeah, dude. So yeah, let's talk about the new major order.
Let's talk about major orders, baby. Let's talk about Super Earth and some killings.
Let's talk about all the bots and terminids that we shall clean. Let's talk about major orders.
Oh, yeah. See? That was not AI generated, by the way.
No, not at all.
That was on the spot creativity.
Take that, artificial intelligence.
That's a rare thing these days. Yep. Okay. That's our AI talk.
Yeah. Well, there's more. I've got more if we want to.
Let's do it.
Doing it. So the new major order, right, is to kill like 1.5 billion enemies.
Oh, I like these.
And if we don't succeed, we get anti-tank mines.
Why do we not want these anti-tank mines? That's hilarious.
I know. I mean, we do. It's just
like we're refusing to accept this stratagem. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's totally hilarious. And now the game devs are in on the joke,
God, these guys are so funny.
I know. So there's all sorts of memes on the internet, like button pressing. It's like, 40 medals or anti-tank mines. Like the sweaty button push guy. So
that's classic.
Yeah.
Helldivers 2 devs having fun with their peeps.
Having fun with us, man. And that ties into something else we will talk about here in a second.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay. I just want to touch on the major orders where we're at, if I can find it.
Like current.
Yeah.
This is a live look into this Helldivers 2 sitch, if you will.
Helldivers 2 live sitch. This is the Helldivers 2 companion app. The major order high command is conducting an efficacy review of currently available mine stratagems. If the target number of enemies is not eliminated, anti-tank mine production will be ordered. We are currently at 35.75% with 1 day, 17 hours, and 12 minutes to go. So I think it seems like we're going to get the anti-tank mines finally.
Because they made it so we can't complete the major order.
They made it a pretty steep, yeah.
How many kills do we need to pull off?
1.5 billion.
Oh, they added a 0.5.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think the last one was 2 billion and we failed that. Although there was, there was a more recent order for 1 billion that I think we succeeded at, but yeah. So that's hilarious. You guys,
hilarious
over there are cracking us up with that stuff.
I think the ties into Joel.
Yes, absolutely. We've got Joel. We've got our first glimpse, quote unquote glimpse of Joel.
Right.
And did you see this? Did you see the?
Yeah, I did. Watch the video of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a guy in black, and then he's going in and he's messing with people's games.
Yeah.
And making them like. It reminded me of us playing and stuff happening on easy where we're like, this should not be happening.
Yes.
On easy, and it's hilarious because that's in our mind what we think is going on, and then they're like, this is what we're doing. So
yeah,
someone's like taking over the bots and using them not how they should be used and making them god modes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, well, we don't know on our end, but you hear a guy in the background saying, what's going on here?
Yeah.
That's almost like what we talk. Well, exactly how we're talking when we're playing.
Like exactly how we imagine Joel.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, it is funny because like we even talked about, like you were just saying, we've had these weeks or days on end where we're like, why is this so hard on this difficulty? And like, is it just us? Is it just me?
Yeah.
And then other people jump in and they're like, dude, this is like a hell dive. What level are we on? Medium.
Yeah,
We're
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we get guys to jump in our games, right? They're like, this isn't right. I'm like, we know. Like,
yeah.
But we don't.
Yeah, that's why we haven't been, that's why we're angry every time you jump in, because the game is just murdering us every time.
Yeah.
So
is that just happens to us, or is that everybody out there? I don't know.
That's a good question. Hit us up in the comments. Do you feel like that happens to you? Because I mean, at this point, it's not like we're total noobs and we don't know how to avoid, getting totally annihilated. Like it just like even the last time we played.
All I was trying to do was extract 15 to knock out this achievement. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I got an achievement I got to do. Science is done by quantity. Extract with at least 15 common samples. That's it.
Yeah.
Remember? And there was 3 of us in the game, and we were playing on what? Easy?
Easy. The hardest one we did was medium, but they all felt like level 5, level 6.
And we were just swarm after swarm after swarm of bots. Maybe because we were trying to do it on a mission that was part of the major order. I thought it was going to be a piece of cake, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like common samples only have 15. I should have had this achievement unlocked a long time ago. What's going on? That's why it's kind of bothering me that I haven't unlocked it. And we did it twice, and both times we failed. I didn't even extract one time.
That's true. The last time on medium, I was the only one.
Yeah.
At the end there.
So that has to be Joel. And then Joel drops that video that someone's in there messing with people's games, and it's like, well, that's what's going on. And then I think back to the poll that we put up, and we're like, and 12 people admitted to being Joel. So I'm like, is there a whole room of people going in and messing with specific games? And they have like a hit list or whatever. Like, hit these people up. They're on the Discords. They're pretty vocal. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes,
my paranoid brain is just, out of control with that thought.
Well, that's what mystery does, right?
Yeah. You just fill in the blanks on your own.
Yeah. And I think obviously they're having some fun with it, but I think there's probably some truth to, I don't know. I mean, it just seems really weird. Okay, so according to this article on Games Radar, it says Helldivers 2 Game Master Joel seen for the first time on video, and now we have 3 unnerving truths. He isn't human, has psychic powers, and his name is an acronym. But then at the end, it says, joking aside, and because anyone in the dark is probably desperate for some sincere context, Joel is Helldivers 2 D&D style game master who decides on things like which major orders take place, what daily is active, and where the enemies attack. So when Arrowhead saw the somewhat unnerved reaction from the community after learning about the all-powerful Joel, it really leaned into the bit. So according to this game's radar thing, it's still just a joke, and that Joel
is just
really out there.
But there's a bit of truth,
to every lie.
To every lie,
Yep.
And this is a video like apparently their people created. So, I mean, I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt, but I'm like, man, that kind of makes a lot of sense that they can go in and and mess with certain certain games. But I'm like, do they have the time and the
resources?
And the resources and that's a lot to do.
The only thing, like, I remember we would play, this was pretty early on, we would play, and there would be like one bot that would just walk around. Do you remember this? There was a bot that would there was a couple nights, there was a bot that would just walk around. It wouldn't shoot at us, but it was unkillable. Do you remember that? Like, we were unloading rockets and all sorts of stuff on it.
What kind of bot was it? Was it just like a regular?
It was like one of those basic little bots with like the two swords.
Huh.
And just walking around, not running, not anything, just moving around, very real slow, looking around.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That could have been a dev popping in.
Yeah.
And putting that thing into.
It did not die, no matter what we dropped on it.
Undestructible mode.
Yeah. The new CEO of Arrowhead, Shams Yoryani, at least that's my best attempt at the name, posted something on Reddit asking people about progression. So
let me ask you this real quick. So they are asking for ideas?
Yeah.
To make the game better?
Basically.
From the people that play it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, very cool. That gives us an opportunity to shape the game in, however form we want to. Mm-hmm. So instead of like them dictating, they'll be like, hey, what do you guys think we should do? Yeah. I like it.
A game that does that very, very well and has seen a lot of success as a result is Warframe.
Warframe. What kind of game is that? Like, what's that about?
It's kind of like Destiny, but it's a little more intricate. It's third person. You go to different planets, grinding resources. It's free to play. And you use it's kind of cool because it uses cards to upgrade your character. Like, you earn these cards as you play, and then you use the card system to buff your character over time. It's a really cool game. I just never stuck with it, and you can build out your ship and do all these cool things. So Warframe is probably the most, and it's a smaller studio too, so it's probably the best example of a studio listening to its fans and just seeing tons of success and really cool updates as a result.
All right, so there's a track record for this type of action by the devs being like, look, we know what we would want to do, but let's ask these guys and let's see what can come of it. You never know. We might strike gold. Speaking of gold, here's the post from Shams. He says, "It is I, the still kind of newly minted Arrowhead CEO, asking for your aid in furthering our democratic duty." He says, "Many of us, let's face it, you have capped out and are sitting on mounds of digital gold." And I would like to use said gold patriotically to further the war cause. So I'm here about your best ideas. We have our own designs and ideas, but we'd love to hear yours. In due course, we'll probably be formalizing how we solicit feedback like this into proper surveys, but I'm just a humble nerd asking for your help for now. Question real quick. Yeah. When he's talking about digital gold, is he talking about like like the currency, what's it called?
Requisition slips.
Requisition slips. Yeah. I mean, yeah, because we've had so many missions where I haven't had to buy anything.
Yeah.
It's just like capped at whatever the highest number of 50,000. Is that sound right? Okay.
Yeah.
So
and we don't even play as much as these other people. So can you imagine? Like, and we're capped.
Yeah, I know. We're capped, and maybe they should up the cap so we can get bigger things, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Going specifically on like progression systems and things like that, and ways to incorporate the things that we're earning, right? So I think I saw, Argent was talking about stuff like this in the Discord. I can't remember exactly, but I think people in the Discord were talking about like being able to invest your resources in different aspects of the war.
Oh, well, what is okay? Different resources or aspects in the war. Okay, so what could that be?
Yeah, well, that could be so many things. That's why it's an interesting prospect. Like, imagine donating, 20,000 requisition points, or it would be a community-wide investment in either rec slips or samples or things like that. Like, imagine if we donated 50,000 super samples in order to generate like a new weapon on a planet, or in order to improve a modifier, you know what I mean, in spaces where we're not doing as well.
I think that sounds great. That would deplete that bank, and you're not missing out. It's not. Those requisition points aren't going stale and doing nothing. At least they're doing something, which I think doing something is better than just sitting there. Because I mean, right now there's nothing for it. So
right.
I think opening it up to donating your requisition points to unlock stuff or add stuff or modify stuff or change the course of the game somehow. Like a trillion requisition points unlocks a new enemy or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So
that would be amazing.
I'm just going to throw a couple ideas, right? We'll just kind of brainstorm a little bit. Like, what if we donated X amount of super samples and then like to buff a certain weapon for like a week?
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you donate so many super samples and rare samples, and the Liberator gets a 5 to 7 damage buff for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Or the Breaker gets a bigger clip.
Yeah.
Dude,
because
that would be awesome.
Yeah, because they're using the resources to kind of, but it's a temporary thing. So it could be a different weapon or a different stratagem that gets improved every month or every week.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And then what else? So I think one thing the game really needs is a clan system.
Okay. But like we can only have 4 guys on the team at a time.
Right.
What does a clan really do?
A clan gives you a way to, so like we have this Discord, right?
Yeah.
Where there's almost 300 people in there now.
And climbing.
Imagine if we had those 300 people teamed up in game. Like in the game instead of in the Discord, and we were all able to see who was online all the time without having to necessarily friend each other, send each other the friend codes all the time. And then you could implement things like one thing that Division 2 did well was it had a clan progression system, and so does Destiny, right? So you get rewards based on what your clan is doing. And so imagine if we had a clan of 150 people, 200, 300 people, however many they can do. And then your clan, like you're a newer player, you don't, or a solo player, and you don't get a lot of opportunity to play on 6, 7, 8, 9, soon to be 10. But your clan is completing these additional objectives like every week or every month or something like that. And as a result, you're getting rare samples, super samples.
Not just being part of the clan?
Just being part of the clan.
Oh, wow.
And then you tie that into the idea that you can donate, certain things like, you could do so many things.
So, so like every little bit would be helping the cause.
Mm-hmm.
You can either be playing and knocking out objectives to get stuff, but if you're, you jump on and they're like, as a clan, we're trying to gather this many resources, donate your stocked up stuff that really isn't doing anything, and maybe we can get the same objective that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I like it. That sounds great.
Yeah, like sometimes I go into Destiny. I was playing Destiny yesterday, and I was getting engrams, like I was getting rewards for stuff I didn't even do.
Cool.
Which is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. because I'm part of that clan.
That would make like the people who play Helldivers 2 give them something, thing to achieve. Mm-hmm. Every time you got that little dangling carrot, it keeps you motivated to keep playing.
Right. And then when you add like a rotating buff, it could be anything, that adds an element of like surprise. It could be anything. Mm-hmm. You don't know what it's going to be. You don't know what it's going to take to get to that. And it's something different like every time.
I know the game is very easy to understand. And I know Destiny started when Destiny started, it was very easy to follow and understand what was going on. And as the game kind of like, unloaded, updates and new DLCs and all kinds of things, it got a little overwhelming. And I would hate for that to happen to Helldivers, which is a very not simple, but anybody can jump in and kind of get the gist of things. But when you start adding all that stuff with clans and I'm assuming like raids, it gets to be a little, okay, I got to figure out what's going on here a little bit more. That's all. I mean, not that people aren't capable. Obviously, if you're a gamer, about these other games that they do it. So you just, it's just someone like me who just plays one game and it pretty much stays in that lane until it dries out, which there's probably not too many of us. So nothing to worry about. Just talking about myself.
No, that's a very good point. I mean, Destiny is confusing for me, and I've been playing it since Destiny 1 Alpha.
Wow.
So I sign into that game now, and there's so many menus and stuff that I'm like, why? And you're right. I don't want that to happen to this game either.
Right, because it's just gonna become just too much, and you're like, okay, I need a simpler game to follow. I saw the picture of the post, and the way it's set up, that how he's saying it's like an idea, just like a sketch or whatnot. Mm-hmm. It seems to me, it looks like a lot like Call of Duty, where you can, build out your classes,
Oh, the loadouts.
The loadouts, yeah.
Yeah, so that guy posted, he did like some artwork basically showing what it would be like to have loadouts.
Yeah.
So they've said that they're not going to do that. They had them in the first game, but personally, I don't really think you need a loadout. You can change everything right when you get into the pod. You can pick whatever you want right there from the pod if you need. And
yeah.
But, there are times where I'm like, it would be kind of nice to just press one button and have...
Or label something bots.
Yeah.
And have all your, weapons already kind of selected. and your stratagem's ready to go. I thought that was a really cool idea. It does save a lot of like, wasting time when you got people waiting to play, and you're like, oh, what should I bring in? Should I bring this and that? Or this, you know what I mean? Like, oh, they've got that. Like, no, you got your pack ready to go. There's no, you don't pick the wrong stuff. Because how many times have we drop in and we're like,
every time
it's the wrong. We got the wrong laser the dog. We got the machine gun instead of the flame or whatnot.
Yeah.
Or I picked the shield the ballistic shield as opposed to the other shield, the bubble shield.
Yeah.
I've done that all the time.
Yeah.
Just because you do it so fast and you see the picture, and I don't know. For us old timers,
Yeah.
need all the time we can get.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be awesome? I mean, I'm just thinking out loud here to like somehow for the game to find some things that work that brings the initial hype back. Wouldn't that would be, 400,000 people playing at the same, at the same time throughout the world. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen again because, am I right? Is it is it geo-locked? Is because of the whole?
Yeah, the still 117 countries that can't play.
That's not right.
Yeah.
And Xbox still isn't up, so
that, like you said recently, that might be the only thing that could really blow the doors off this game again.
Yeah, get Xbox, get the game on Xbox, which I think that might not be a bad time to start thinking about around the year mark or whatnot, when you probably have not maxed out your earning potential, but you've definitely given it plenty of leeway on your initial platform to generate income, and looking for that extra boost of, obviously the devs would love it. I don't know about PlayStation, but we'll see.
So let me ask you this. Is there anything off the top of your head that you think could generate the same kind of hype as when the game first came out?
Well, everybody knows what the game is now that's playing. So I think a lot of it was the experience of it, the third person and the bugs and how awesome the weapons were and the explosions. And so I don't think it can come from the experience of initially playing and going through the missions and going through the harder difficulties. It's going to have to be just like opening it up to another group of people that don't have access to the game,
Yeah.
The geo-locked countries and the Xbox, I guess. I think that could generate something. And then obviously Super Earth being attacked by the Illuminids when we'll see coming out of the black hole and taking out Super Earth, and it's like gone, would definitely bring some people back to the playing table.
Yeah. That brings me to like a game mode idea that I had. Like, imagine it doesn't have to be Super Earth, but I saw people talking about like defending towns, things like that. Like, imagine if instead of just watching these citizens go from one door to another, imagine if like we were in like a big open spot and there's like there's a town behind us. And the people in the town are like running out of the town toward these ships that are taking off. And we are the line of defense between the town and the bots or the bugs. And like, it's almost like a wave defense.
Okay.
But not necessarily, but we're literally, and then we get pushed back like into the town, and there's like a certain number of citizens that can get killed before you fail.
You're talking like a little bit of Battlefield in a way. What were those game modes?
Like Rush?
A Rush, yeah, like a Rush mode. Yeah, totally.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be totally cool.
Yeah, now that you put it that way, you could totally do that. Like there are certain areas, and if we stop them, there's like a certain percentage per base.
Right.
If we stop them, then we win. But if they destroy that base, it keeps going, dude.
Right. A Helldivers Rush mode would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Yeah, that's what got me playing a Battlefield was the rush mode. There was just it wasn't about, obviously because it wasn't about multiplayer kills or anything. It had nothing to do with that. It was you had these and you notice Call of Duty started doing it with the war mode.
Yes.
So I mean, history has proven that those game modes are fun and addicting, and you just like, oh, I lost the mission, like I'm gonna play again. I'm gonna play again. That little game mode, you go in to try to just do one, and you either win and you're like, that was awesome, I want to do it again, and it just keeps you playing over and over again. And then somehow, if you can make that rush mode actually mean something in the grand scheme of things, that would totally keep people. I would think would keep people around playing.
Totally, I would play the crap out of that.
That'd be a cool mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's a good contribution, I would assume.
There you go. If you guys are listening, those are our ideas.
Right. Yeah, let's do the warbond, and we did stories last time, so let's do warbond and then peace out. Is that okay or no?
That sounds good to me. I've got an article here.
Okay,
Sorry?
Cool. I think we got some good stuff
from Screen Rant. New Helldivers 2 Warbond is bringing more of the chaos that keeps me coming back. Kyle Grattan. Let's see. Everything in the new Helldivers 2 Warbond Freedom's Flame. So this is all about fire. And
cool.
We talked about fire-resistant armor.
Yeah, go back to our other episodes. Yeah, it's there.
It is there.
We are the catalyst to all this stuff.
So,
always tooting.
Yeah, in 3 months, I want to see that rush mode.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it takes. It takes about we spit it out of our collectives of and then in 3 months it pretty much shows up on the game. So good. Yeah.
So we've got a bunch of new weapons. Okay, we've got the SG-451 Cookout, a pump action shotgun that uses incendiary phosphorus pellets.
Phosphorus. That's always fun. Fun word.
Yeah, totally. Flam 66 Torture, a lightweight flamethrower primary.
Ooh.
And follow that up, we got the P72 Crisper. I love these names, dude.
Crisper.
This is a secondary handheld flamethrower.
So you can be like all flame. So what you're doing is you're creating like a specific build for one of your team members.
Yeah.
So almost, sorry to use my Battlefield analogy, almost a rifleman, medic, grenadier, grenadier, and then like support, right? You can do that. You can do that with your Helldivers, and with this loadout, with this warbond, you can have a flame guy and be like,
yeah,
we're gonna see a lot of bots come in. Sammy, yeah, right here, yeah. Bring out the, and he calls it out, like, bring out all the flame stuff. You're like, you got it, sir.
Yeah.
So,
sir, yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. Flame out. Go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Crisper.
No, you're fine. Fiery drop booster. Firebomb hell pods cover the landing zone in flames. Nice.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Except for your buddies that are a little close.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah. So this is 2 armors. We got the IO9 Heatseeker, the IO9 Draconaut. Inflammable armor passive grants 75% resistance to fire damage. Now, people online were saying, like, inflammable means flammable. So they're joking, with the whole like inflammable armor passive thing.
Heck no.
So Fire Safety Officer is a new title.
Right. Which is like a new class, like a class. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. We've got a Safety Orange exosuit skin. That'll be kind of cool, like a bright orange exosuit.
So if you're the Scorcher guy and you're bringing in an exosuit, you can signify that, hey, yeah, I'm bringing in my mech guy coming in, with my skin. Cool.
And then I think so. Then there's going to be a new cape and player card, and I think we're finally getting the emote from like all the gifts and stuff where you grab hands and then like slam into each other.
Oh, that's in that cutscene where they're planting the flag in the background, and they do the chest bump kind of thing, flying chest bump. That's cool.
So those seem like some pretty cool things.
Oh man, yeah. So in a nutshell, you're getting all the stuff. You're getting stuff in a different, just repackaged a little bit different. That's already in other successful games. You're just getting the Helldivers version of it. So it's a lot of fun. You're getting what you that's familiar, which is like a little twist. So it already works. Classes, like you said, skins and everything.
Fire.
Oh, fire. we want. What did we want? We wanted the fire to. We wanted a guard dog fire guy, right?
Flamethrower. Yeah, people were talking about that.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, I would think if it was already in the works, it would have come out with this, or maybe not. They don't really do stratagems in the warbonds. Yeah, but they did say there were some surprises.
Surprises are fun. That's what I'm. Oh, in our poll from last episode, which still fairly new. What are people looking forward to in the new in all the new update? The surprises is got almost 25% of the vote, over 25%, 26%, 27%. So
what's leading the way?
What's leading the way? Well, it's actually tied for new enemies. So there you go. I mean, not necessarily level 20, but just new type of enemies to kill, how we're going to figure out how to kill them. That's always fun. And what else? And then the surprises, which, what else do they have in store for us?
Right.
So if you put those two together, could be a whole different enemy.
Yeah.
Or a couple enemies. Who knows? I mean,
who knows, dude?
August 6th is going to be probably a pretty cool day to be a Helldiver. And I'm excited. Actually, I am.
Me too. Can't wait.
I can't wait.
I've got 250 war medals ready to go.
Nice.
I should probably spend some of those before. No, because we're going to fail the major order, so I'm not going to spend them.
I got a little bit of time here if you want to do a quick one.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Well, let's go.
Let's do this.
All Super Earth podcast content is based on the game Helldivers 2, created by Arrowhead Game Studios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment.